To our weekend vlog. I'm just making myself some whole grain steel cut oats. I prefer steel cut oats to any kind of oatmeal there. So put this on the stove over here. Go get a spoon. Turn it on. There. Do you know one thing in Canada that we have that I don't think you guys have? More gas stoves, but we have more electric stoves. So if someone has a gas stove here, a really nice gas stove, it's considered kind of, you're a real foodie, shishi poo-poo kind of cook. You know what I mean? My neighbor Laura that makes the bread, she has a beautiful gas system in her house. But most homes have electric. So while I'm waiting for this to boil, I woke up with the tragic news of Anthony Bourdain committing suicide. Like, what in the freaking hell is going on? And I'm not apologizing for my language. What's going on, people? What is going on? Suicide is such an invisible disease, like mental illness in general is so invisible. Unless it's like blatant, like schizophrenia or something like that. It is so invisible because so much is kept inside. Oh, it's just, I mean, severe clinical depression sometimes is very, very hard to treat. I get that. But this is just getting very scary. It's just scary. So we need to open our mouths about mental illness. Don't be ashamed. If you're taking medication for that, then so be it. My doctor told me that people that have chronic pain, that suffer from chronic pain, oftentimes because the brain is working so hard dealing with your pain, that your serotonin levels drop a lot and you get depressed or anxious or both. And as people age, their serotonin level drops. So pay attention to that, people. God, it's just so tragic. Two great gifted people gone just like that. Oh my God, that scared me. Look at that bird. Look at him. He just, I heard this, and I was like, what the heck is that? Anyway, thought maybe it was angel wings coming to tell me to shut up. Anyway, don't shut up about this. Please, if you are feeling sad, go to your doctor. Call a helpline. Do something. But don't end your beautiful life. Ugh, so sad. Anyway, I'll wait for this to boil and I'll have my steel cutouts. My poppies popped. Oh, they're gorgeous today. Look at that. And look at the forget-me-nots over there. Listen to the birds. Isn't it pretty? Look at the hostas down here. So nice. I love my yard. So peaceful. And if you could smell what it smells like right now, oh, it's so heady with aroma. It's beautiful. But look at my poppies. Hooray! So Janet and I have been garage.
A little stack of stuff.
I know. I'm videotaping. We have been garage sailing, and what else did we do this morning? Oh, Fabricland. We're supposed to be rehearsing, but we'll do that soon. Right, Janet?
Yeah.
We'll sing our songs because we perform on Wednesday. Pretty funny. Kind of our yard. And Richard told me that he heard from two separate people, his friend, one of his friends, and then he went to the drugstore, one of the people from the drugstore, that some storm chasers are traveling here to Alberta, we're central Alberta, that's where we are, because apparently two cells are going to meet up and possibly produce huge tornadoes. Now Edmonton, oh, look at those geese. Can you see them? Oh, wow. Oh, I love geese. And they're just soaring. That was neat. Anyway, the Edmonton has only had one tornado, but it was it a T? Yeah, T5. So many people died. It was horrible. We're not typically tornado country. You know what I mean? But when it hits, holy crap. I mean, there's been a few, but that was the worst in history. Google it. Tornado in Edmonton. It was a T5. Well, that's the worst. So, of course, we weren't expecting it, and nobody was ready for it. We were out of town when it happened, thank God. And, yeah, so hopefully, I just get a little nervous when people say storm chasers from the U.S. are coming to, you know, fly here to check out, you know what I mean? Because they would know. They're probably better than the weathermen. It's kind of trickling right now, but I want to show you how good our garden is coming up. Hopefully we won't get any hail. Oh, can you see it over there? Look at that. Beans, onions, lettuce, I think. No, that's Swiss chard. Something messed up the seeds in this. We have to replant. Not sure what's in here, but something. It's another grapevine. Same with here. We think birds sat here and pecked at the little seeds. And this is our Bing cherry tree. And we have a raspberry bush over there. You can hear Richard. I think he's, yeah, batten down the hatches. So it's supposed to start around 3. Are you battening down the hatches? Where are you going to put that stuff? Oh, do you want to bring Fitz's food in? Because I took it out there. Okay. Thank you. And our peonies are just about ready. And he's going to cover these hostas. Because last year they got hit with hail and they look so ugly the whole season. And they're so pretty. And we got birdies in our nest up there. Can you hear them? There's like about 4 different families in that tree. Listen to them all. They're probably like, yeah, storms are coming. How to rust paper clips and little bobby pins or anything metal that you want to use for your craft projects. Now, I'm not sure if this is safe, so be very, very careful. Because look how it's fizzing. But what I put in here was a whole bunch, a package of paper clips and a package of little safety pins. And so I researched on YouTube and I came up with my own concoction. But you need to be very, very careful because it might be caustic. I didn't put rubber gloves on, but I'm being careful. So it is a 1/4 cup of hydrogen peroxide, a 1/4 cup of vinegar, I want to say, and well, this is about, see, 1/4 cup of hydrogen peroxide and enough vinegar to fill that jar, and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of white salt. I'm just cleaning that up in case it is caustic. And I put this in here and I thought I'll come back tomorrow, and then I heard this fizzing noise, so I loosened the jar. And look at this. Look at the color in the jar. It's already oxidized. Craziness. They've been in here maximum 7 minutes. Maximum. I'm going to open the jar and pull some out and see what's happening. Okay, these were those silver clips, you know, that you buy at the Staples or paper store. Look at them. They've been in here for about 7 to 10 minutes. And already all the silver is off of them. So I'm going to leave them a few more minutes and see how soon they'll go to where they're really, really rusted. Look at them. Isn't that awesome? Very cool. Putting that in water. Keeping water very nearby. So I'm just going to leave them here. I'm not going to tighten the jar too tight because I'm scared the pressure will cause an explosion. I said, Richard, come help me. He goes, no, I'm not being a part of this. You blow up the house. It's your problemo. I don't think it'll blow up the house, but I think it causes some kind of, obviously, some kind of caustic effect. So be careful and wash your hands and wear gloves. Don't be like me. So the storm abated for a while. It did rain. Oh, cheese, that's what you were getting. That's right. So we decided to have a wee... Yes, baby?
That's what Turner just did.
What did he do?
He cut it up cheese.
Yes.
And he
On my plate.
said, I'm bringing cheese outside.
Yeah.
And I saw those just on the counter.
Oh, that's what he was doing, right? So we decided
And he forgot to bring it out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He said, I'm bringing the cheese outside and left it in the house. Oh! That's something Nana would do. So it's getting windy, but we thought we'd eat outside anyway, right, boys?
Yeah.
Nothing like a wiener roast. Smoke over there.
Where's Papa's plate?
Under right here. I feel so bad. It's Sunday morning, and it's Avery's baptism, and I was supposed to be there, obviously, and it was at 11 o'clock, and it's 11:30, 11:44. Oh, but the baptism isn't till noon, so hopefully I'll make it in time. So, yeah, I just wasn't feeling good. Woke up this morning, and Richard had gone to Aussie's hockey game, and because it's in St. Albert, I said I will drive to the baptism and I will meet you at Janet and John's later on. So hopefully it's about communion time when we get there, and I can just slither on in, you know, nobody will be none the wiser. But that noise you hear is my wipers. It's raining, of course. But I was up this morning at 8:30 in the morning with the boys, and I did Aussie's hair and got them all ready to go, and Richard made them breakfast. So I was up, and then you make that mistake of just one more little lay down, and the mass started at 11. When I woke up, it was 11. Well, it was 10:59, and it is 11:45. So I threw on some clothes. No shower this morning, just a wash off. Threw on some clothes, threw on some makeup, and bye-bye. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. I hate being late for something. I could have used a mask this morning. That would have been lovely. But it is what it is. Like, sometimes it's just things just unfold the way they do. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Of course, there's construction on this road. Arg. My word of the day, arg. Okay. I feel like a real idiot. There's a bike race going on right now. So they had a little detour on the road where I said there was construction, but it's really this big bike race going on. So you either turn this way and this way. And then I turned, and I think I'm on the bike race because I just saw the counter go by. So I'm about to pass the finish line in my car. Oh dear, Monica. Oh dear, dear, dear. You're such a doofus, I tell you. Such a doofus. I just have to be really careful that there's no cyclists around here. This is too funny. Oh, such is my day. Gotta laugh. I know. Babies wonder what Eve's next. I got it. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, keep your mask on. Look at the food.
So we will, all those extra
So
nice.
nice.
Leisha likes. Oh, okay.
Fruit, veggies, and a cross right here. A grape cross.
There's red wine and white wine.
Very nice.
We are
So,
always
so
wine
good.
in my house.
Not like us.
As nice as I
Look at Avery's
Is that hard?
beautiful cake. Very nice, Sweet Pea. Look at
I want to
that.
go make it.
Yes.
I thought that was
The storm chasers got much of a storm, but man, for the last few days, the wind has just been like howling. This is mild compared to what it's been. I would not want to be taking a flight anywhere. Oh my God. It would be pretty dang bumpy. But I mean, you can't, through video, you can't see or hear the extent of how loud this is. Craziness. So Richard and I are going away this weekend, and often when we do, especially when we used to take our kids, and I used to also make this for my kids after school. They did track and field, so they would come home and require almost another meal because, you know, they're exerting so much energy. So one of their kind of, I guess, fourth meal just before track practice and right before supper would be this oatmeal cake and maybe some cheese or something. This cake is so chock full. It's like breakfast in a cake. So you can hear my beaters going. So I'm just going to pour the liquid stuff in here. While I'm stirring that in, I'll tell you the ingredients. 2.5 cups of boiling water. 2 cups of large flake oatmeal. 1 cup of soft margarine or butter. 2.5 cups whole wheat flour. You can mix white in that if you want. 2 cups of brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of soda. 1 cup of honey, 1/2 to 3/4 cup of raisins or craisins or coconut, whatever your mixture. You could probably add 1 cup of everything. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, 4 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And this next step is very optional. I do not add it. 1/2 to 3/4 cups of chopped nuts. I don't add it, never have, because Jessie has anaphylactic nut allergy. So we have never had this recipe with nuts in it. So anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to pour the boiling water over your oatmeal and raisins and craisins and coconut or anything you've decided and set it aside. Then, in your beater or blender or mixer, you're going to cream together the margarine, the sugar, and the sugar. Then add honey. Beat the eggs in one at a time. And then stir in your dry ingredients, which I'm doing right now, meaning the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the soda, the salt, and then add your vanilla and stir it in really, really well. And that's pretty much it. And then you pour it into a well-greased Angel Food pan and you bake for an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. It is so delicious. You can glaze it if you want to with 1/2 cup of icing sugar thinned with lemon juice or milk and pour over the cake. I didn't do that when those kids were in training. They didn't need any more sugar that was already in here, but sometimes I do. I'm just going to taste this because I only added... Quiet, Fitz! Quiet! No! I only added 1 cup of sugar instead of 2. And it's sweet enough. So I would only add 1 cup of the brown sugar if I were you. Doesn't taste any different. It doesn't need that extra cup of sugar. There. So see, it almost looks like oatmeal, doesn't it? Or porridge. So now you're going to pour this in your Angel Food pan that's been prepared, so it's been well greased. And then bake at 350 for an hour and 10 minutes. Or an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. And then let it really cool. I am telling you, you will not regret having this recipe. It's fantastic. It's like breakfast in a cake. So here it goes. It is extremely heavy. So here it goes into the oven for an hour. I'll put it in for an hour. So that's 60 minutes. So I just literally took this out of the oven and I had it in for an hour. And I think I poked it and I put a fork in it and it's all done. So you can see this is not like an Angel Food cake. This is a solid cake. So from the top to the bottom is all cake. And it is so good. You can see the raisins and the coconut. It is, and the spices. It is so delicious. I can't stress enough. Guys, got him this highly advertised and talked about, not so much advertised to me, but talked about. I've heard a lot about it. Thunder shirt for dog anxiety. So we're going to try this on him before we go and just put it on him and see how he acts. Apparently it's on the same theory that Temple Grandin, the lady with autism, had discovered for the cattle, that when they are squeezed through these gates, it calms them down. So she used to always, on her farm, go in these gates, and everyone would wonder why she would go in there. And it calmed her down. She's brilliant, but she has a spectrum on the autism spectrum. Anyway, so it's the same theory as swaddling your baby, giving somebody a hug that doesn't want to be hugged, but within 2 minutes, they don't leave the hug. And straitjackets, it's all the same theory. It's compressing the central nervous system and giving some of that sense of security. So they're called Thunder shirts, right? Because we thought that might help because it's a little bit tight. And there's his little friend, he drags everywhere. But we got him a new one. I'll show you the new one. Where's Pinky? We named her Pinky. Richard named her Pinky. Fitzy, come and see Pinky. Here she is. It's a pink flamingo. I loved her. She squeaks. Do you like her? Her name's Pinky. Do you want to go get her? Do you want to go get her? Go get her. He's not so sure about her because she's new. Bring her back. Go get her. He needs a haircut in the worst way. Oh, poor little Fitz. So much has gone on. But we'll get him all straightened around. Right, buddy? Can you see? I put an elastic in his hair, but I brushed him and then put his hair up in elastic. But I think he does that, and then the elastic comes out. But anyway, we are on the quest to have a very relaxed dog. Doesn't he look so stressed out? Doesn't he look stressed? Hey, Fitz, you want to show everybody your trick? Okay, ready? Bang! There, he dies a slow death. You're funny, puppy. Come here. Good boy. Smart dog. Yes, you are such a good buddy. So look at my pretty herb garden. I got basil. My friend Judy, her dad, has this shed where he makes all of these cool signs. So I have a basil and dill one, although there's no dill in there. And this is my rosemary, but does that look good and healthy? And you know what kills me is this grapevine. I mean, it's only June and look at it. I don't know if Richard's gonna have to go higher with it. We got such a crop of grapes. And remember those teeny tiny little tomato plants which are planted by seed? Look at them. So all that rain, look at the grape. I have to, all that rain helped, I guess. Like the rhubarb looks like something from Jurassic Park, but just got to fill in that grass there. And yeah, it's looking good. So I just wanted to say goodbye and hope you have a wonderful week. And we're getting ready to head away this next coming up weekend. And so I'm just getting ready. Oh, and tonight is Janet and I's dance recital. I'm actually a little tiny bit nervous, even though it's like totally no big deal. It really is to me, because it's been almost exactly, I'm trying to get by these grapes, almost exactly 1 year since my brain surgery. So I feel it as such an accomplishment. I really do. So I'm really excited. So anyway, have a great rest of your week, and we'll break a leg tonight. And I'm just going to end the video on this gorgeous view, and thank you for watching. Here it is. So pretty. See you next weekend.